And that's not how God normally works.
Yeah, yeah.
God don't deliver us out of our problem. God delivers us in our problem.
That's
Yeah.
it.
He delivers us in our problems. And I love the story of Shadrach, Meshach, and a bad Negro. Because the Bible tells the story of how he let them sit in the fiery furnace.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I know fire burn. And King Nebuchadnezzar told him, not only do I want the fire to be hot, I want to turn up 7 times the degree temperature to make it hotter than hot.
Yeah.
Hotter than hell. You know, y'all know how hot it was out there yesterday? Y'all know how hot it is? Can you imagine 7 times hotter than that? If it's 90 degrees outside, can you imagine 630 degrees? Is that 90 something? Can you imagine 630 degree temperature outside? 7 times what it was. He said, turn it up.
Yeah.
And the Bible goes on and says that they were sitting in there and walking around in the furnace and didn't get burned. And God delivered them out of the furnace. Now, do you know when you're in something burning, have you ever smelled something? I remember one time I burnt, say, some kind of way, I burnt some hair on my arm. And I smelled like smoke. You know, you got that chalk. They didn't even smell like smoke. They just walked out the... Can you imagine what it's like to be in fire and walk out of it and not be burnt, not even smell like smoke?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, a house catch on fire down the street, we're going to smell the smoke. We're going to see the smoke.
Yeah, yeah.
God delivered us out of the furnace while we're still in the furnace. What that tells us is, while you're still thinking about the problem, you've already been delivered from it.
Yeah, yeah.
Why you still thinking about the problem while the problem has already been delivered from you? What that tells me is our problems has an expiration date. Tweet that one too.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Your problem has an expiration date.
Yeah.
You know, it's amazing how a lot of us will go to the store, especially when we buy some milk. We will reach all the way to the back of the milk shelf and get the milk back in the farthest. Because that will have a longer expiration date. Unfortunately, we do that with our problems. We'll go back to last year and bring us something. We'll go and bring us something from last year. We'll go and bring us something from 5 years ago. Wait a minute, did we squash that?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but I ain't got over it yet. You just add some more life to that problem that had died. It had an expiration date on it, and you brought it back to life again.
Yeah.
Every problem has an expiration date. And we have to recognize it for that. Some of us, we befriend problems. We talk about it every day. We want to tell everybody about it. We introduce problems more than we introduce our husbands and wives to people.
Wow.
We introduce our problems to people more than we introduce our children to people. Why is it that we love introducing people to our problems? See, I know what a problem is. And a problem is not a friend of mine.
Yeah, yeah.
A problem is not somebody I want to get to know. A problem is not somebody I want to hang out with. So when you bring me your problem, I feel some kind of way.
Yeah, yeah.
Because see, that's your problem. That's a you situation. When you bring me your problem, when somebody brings you their problem, now you feel just as bad as they do with it.
Yeah.
But fortunately, problems has an expiration date. It might not expire with you, but I appreciate that. I'm gonna pray about it, but I'm not gonna grab that. I'm not gonna grab her. I'm not taking that problem home. As a matter of fact, I'm not gonna even tell my wife about this problem when I get home, because then she gonna start asking, "Well, how did you know about it? How did you know?" And then it's gonna become a bigger problem. You know, you have to recognize problems. When your friends come to you and tell you their problem, recognize it, but let it expire right there. Because if you grab that problem, and you start sharing with other people, you made it your problem and other people's problem also.
Problem too, right?
Our problems can make us better or bitter.
Yeah, yeah.
I love the post, "Be better on purpose." You ain't never seen me post, "Be better on purpose." But there are a lot of people are. There are people who love to be bitter. I'm bitter, my daddy bitter, I'm from a family of bitter. There are people who love to be bitter. Our problems can build us up or they can knock us down.
Yes.
But the mystery of the matter is that every problem has this expiration date.
Yes, yes.
And it's because people don't know this secret, because God don't reveal it to everybody at once. Sometimes we have to understand God's process of deliverance. It might appear as a challenge to some of us, but many people understand that it's a process and it don't always happen when we want it to. There's this guy by the name of Joel Embiid, who goes by the nickname The Process. The Process. You know, he is not as good to me as a lot of people think he is. But when I found out what his nickname was, I realized why he's not as good to me yet. Because he's the process. And I'm not supposed to see the process. I'm supposed to just know the process exists and it's working. See, I might not be able to see how good he is. But one thing I can say based off of what his name, I know it's working. Because see, that's what the process does. The process works even when you can't see it. And more so, even when you don't understand it. You know how I know? With the exception of TISA, probably. Your computer is being ran by what's called a processor. Do you know the processor when you see it? Do you know what the processor look like in your computer? Do you know how to fix it if it breaks? Do you know how to know if it's running or not? Just by looking at it? See, most of us don't know the process of a processor. We don't know the process of God, who is the ultimate processor. Because we are not God.
Yeah.
I don't know how a computer processor works because I'm not a computer person like that who know that much. See, the thing is, the more you learn computers, the more you learn about the processor in a computer. A lot of times people computer tell and they're just going buy a new one. All they need to do is just update the processor or go and get a new processor. We didn't know that. Just like Christians, when Christians have problems, we know all they have to do is go and pray.
Yeah.
And get around fellow Christians, and we pray together, and we join hands, touch, and agree, and we understand that everything gonna be all right. He might not come when we want him to, but we know he's coming.
Yeah.
That's what knowing about the process is all about. I might not know how I did it, I just know I did it. I might not know how I'm gonna do it, I just know I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
That's understanding that there's a process. People, how did you do that? I don't know, I just believed I could.
Yeah.
And because I've done stuff before, I believe I could do this, and I did. I can't explain to you the process, but if you want to know how to do what I did, go and ask God to do it for you.
Yeah.
Because I know it's not me doing it, it's God doing it within me.
Yeah.
One thing about problems is like rain. You don't have to be a Christian to get wet in the rain. There's some wet sinners walking among us. Just like there's some wet Christians. There's some dry sinners among us, just like there's some dry sinners.
Yeah.
The rain falls on the just as well as the unjust.
That's it.
But the truth of the matter of this whole message is in my title. Your condition is not your conclusion. I'm not what you see. Because I'm more than what you see. I might not know what it all is yet, but if this is all you think I am, you're missing the boat. When you see something, we are more than what we see. What matters is not what happens in you, but because of what happened to you. It's not what happens in you as much as what happened to you. A problem can make you better or it can make you bitter. Too many people going around bitter about problems, which is really miracles in disguise. And because you couldn't accept that problem, you missed your miracle. And now you're bitter.
Wow.
Why he treat me like that? Why she do me like that? Why my boss act like that? Why she do this? Why she do that? What we see as problems are miracles that are in disguise. And we miss the miracle because we spent too much time focusing on the problem. When you have problems and draw the wrong conclusion about your situation, your condition will not change. When you have a problem and you draw the wrong conclusion, I flunked many science exams and tests because I drew the wrong conclusion about a condition that I had faced. You know, I don't even know if they still do dissection in biology in schools anymore. But you know something about, you just have to draw up your hypotheses and all this stuff here and gather all this information, and then you had to test it and retest it and, okay, what's your conclusion now? I remember this class, it was this physical science class I took in school in undergrad, and a part of the class is called deductive reasoning. Deductive reasoning. And what that would do, it would give you certain equations, like I'll wake up in the morning, if it rained today, I'm taking an umbrella. and the day comes and it didn't rain, did I take my umbrella? And the answer is, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I said what I would do if it rained. I didn't say what I'd do if it didn't rain. And see, that's one of them deductive things.
Yeah.
We like say, well, no, he probably took his raincoat, or he probably took something a little lighter or something. People started coming up with all these things I could have did, but they ain't what I said I would do. All thing I said I would do, if it rained, I would take my umbrella. So we have to realize that's how a lot of us miss God's blessing. Well, if God do this, I know this is going to happen. How you know?
Yeah.
God don't always, I just told you, God do new things sometimes. I told you, God don't always do things the same way. Many people conclude their problems with the wrong condition. And one of the things that some people do with the problem is cry. The Bible say weep. But anyway, I say cry because a lot of us don't understand weeping. Weeping is that uncontrollable. Well, you understand. It's that uncontrollable cry when you cry and you can't hardly catch your breath and snot everywhere and all that stuff. That's one of them weeping cries and stuff. You know, take me instead, fall out over the casket and stuff. That's weeping. But there are people who act like that over a problem. Really?
Yeah.
You gonna let a problem make you do all of that? When you are a child of God and you know children of God will have problems, you will let a problem, you know, and I say sometimes I feel bad about this. People say, oh, you're just so cold, you just don't have no emotions and all. Yes, I do. I'm just not gonna let it get me to do what it get you to do. Because I know that there's something bigger than this problem I'm facing. There are people who have problems and they'll just throw a temper tantrum. You know, yesterday was the very first time I saw Naomi throw a tantrum. I was like, I heard about them, but I didn't know it existed. But when I found out, she only do it to her mama and her grandmama. I didn't say, you know, she don't do DJ like that. She ain't did me like that, and I almost tried to do you like that one day. Then she was over here. It just something I had never. But there are people who throw a temper tantrum when they have a problem or something don't go their way. And I saw her do it to Lisa. I'm like. Really, Naomi? And I just looked, I'm like, wow. So she actually, I said, you know how people say, I wish a ninja would. I wish She said she nipped it in the bud. You nip that stuff in the bud. And that's what you do with problems. You nip problems in the bud early. Because the longer you let it stay around, and especially past its expiration date, it's going to get bigger. And what you'll really see is, have you ever seen one of those mirrors on your car where it says the image is appear larger than what it really is? That's what we do with our problems. The conclusion of some people is they'll lash out at people, they'll cuss at people, and those are wrong conclusions. Some problems will make people have suicidal thoughts and all that stuff. It's amazing what problems will do to people. And I'm just so amazed. I'm like, really? Over a problem? Something that you know you're going to have? I'm promised more problems than I'm promised miracles. Miracles is a miracle because it don't happen often. Problems happen often. But it's amazing that you won't believe a miracle, but you'll believe a problem. Or a miracle happened in your life and you give it all these tests and questions and I don't know, that can't be true. That's too good. A problem come, let me tell you what happened, and you start telling everybody about the problem. But a miracle happened, you won't even gonna tell nobody. Because you're afraid that, suppose it didn't happen, or suppose it wasn't true. This morning when Tisa got up and she got ready to say, she asked John to come up and do the prayer. And I thought, I said, that was a dream. Because I dreamed that Tisa, when she got ready to ask John to come and say the prayer, she said, Sister Bolton, come up and lead the prayer this morning. I dreamed that. And when it didn't happen this morning, I said, oh, it was a dream. Because I don't know how that happened, and I don't even know how that just came back to me. But I dreamed that she asked you to come up and do the prayer this morning. And I was like, wow. But when she did Janet, I said, it was a dream. But it's amazing how we would go out and tell people our problems, but we would not tell people our miracles. The way we handle our problems determine how they end. Our condition is not as important as our conclusion. Our conclusion is a prophecy about our problem. Our conclusion is a prophecy about our problem. That's tweetable too. When you think about it, how you see the end is a prophecy of how it's gonna be. Give you an example. I remember Janet told a story a long time ago about down at Woolworth in the 80s. And he saw Chantress with that red lipstick on. And he told the story that she gonna be 9. Janet was a prophet and didn't even know it. He prophesied over there. He didn't prophet lie because it came true. He prophesied. And look at him now years later. See, a lot of people are like, well, you can't get, well, she's too fine for you. You can't handle that. You know, she wants somebody with this. He probably had friends telling him that he couldn't even get her. He probably had some family them. Oh, she got to go leave. You can't. Janet said, she going to be mine. So, you have to understand our conclusion is a prophecy about a problem. What people saw as a problem, even what you saw as a problem, you know, how can I, you know, she might be a problem. I got to do something to get that. See, our conclusion is the prophecy about, oh, that ain't going to work. It ain't going to work. You just prophesied it wouldn't work. So the opposite happened also. So we got to start seeing things the way we want it to be. We have to understand that with the right conclusion, God will never allow bad news to be the last news. Well, that sounded like a whole lot of sound bites. Isn't it good to know that bad news don't have to be the last news?
Yeah.
Our enemies might be laughing now, but they ain't gonna be laughing at the end. Ain't nothing like a premature celebration from your enemy. Goodness gracious. Ain't nothing like a premature celebration against your enemies. I won't forget it. Michael, DJ, and almost all the ATL will never forget 2083. We were dancing and singing and moving to the grooving and celebrating, and just when we turned around, TV turned around, and ain't nothing like a premature celebration against an enemy. Still hadn't gotten over it. Because we celebrated against an enemy too soon. We have to realize when people have counted you out, when people said you would never make it, when people thought you were nobody, and then when they see that you are somebody, when they see you made it, when they didn't think you made it, they counted you out too soon. They prematurely celebrated what they thought was their victory, and you snatched the victory and defeat out of the jaws of your enemy. God himself know how to turn night into day. We can't. God know how to turn our mess into a miracle. We can't. God will cause our problems to turn into a promotion. You know, have you ever seen how you got somebody on your job who's just a problem and causing all kinds of stuff, and they trying to get you all set up, and then they be the one get fired, and you be the one get their job? God will turn problems into a promotion. Only we can decide what we're gonna do about the problem. How we're gonna handle it. We can't fix the problem, but we can determine how we're gonna relate to the problem, how we're gonna respond to the problem. It's our attitude that helps us get through the problem. We have to adjust our attitude. This past week, as I get ready to close, have been one of the most interesting weeks I've had in, I can't even remember how long. And it started out with so much promise, so much promise. And you know, it's interesting, I think it goes back, maybe I should have known it was a precursor a couple of days before when I took my car to get what was supposed to just be a recall. Get some, I think it was the airbags, they had to do something with that and everything. But before I got ready to take it to get my airbags, again, Tisa heard, what's that sound, that clicking in your car? Huh? Oh, what's that clicking? And all of a sudden now I hear the click. It's amazing how she recognized the problem, and then I recognized the problem, and then that was the problem. So then I got, in addition to getting my airbag checked, which I knew about, now I got to get something else checked that I don't know. And if you know anything about my car, it ain't never just about $35 or $75. Everything, what price did it say? About $1,200, everything. It seemed like everything always a lot of money. But anyway, in that situation, it was nothing, it just had to tighten up something. But while I was tightening up, I noticed something else. The mechanic. I noticed something else, and it's in the aisle and stuff like that. I'm like, how much that cost? Oh, about $2,700. I'm like, oh, $2,700. I said, that's something that has to be done. That has something to do with the running of the car. No, but just make it run a little smoother. And oh, okay, I'm good then. If it ain't gonna tear it up or if it ain't gonna make it run, I'm good. I'm like, it's amazing how people are professionals at spotting problems. And why they never spot a problem with a solution that we okay with? Well, that's gonna be about $3,000. That's gonna be about $20,000. And you know you want to get this done. You can take your car in for an oil change.
Yeah.
You know you need new cabin filter. You know you need this, and you need to rotate your tires and all this thing. They are trained to find problems. There are people in our families. There are people in our communities. There are people in our schools are trained to find problems with you.
Yeah.
But we have to have the right attitude. When he said $2,700, I didn't get mad at it. I said, I didn't get mad at my car. It used to be a time my car would do something, I would just, man, I would curse the car.
Yeah.
I would hit it. I'm like, boy, the cars, I bet we got a lot of cars saying Me Too. And not to downgrade the Me Too movement, social media, and but how many of us don't hit cars before and cuss them and call them all kind of names? A lot of us who drive are guilty of that. But that's what we do when we get mad at problems. So we have to realize that we have to have the right attitude. So when that happened, I was okay. I'm like, okay, it's thank God that I'm able to get it taken care of.
Right.
And then I started having my eyes started irritating. For some reason, I thought it was okay. The season get ready to change. Maybe it's allergies or something like that. So my eye was red, my nose would run and burn, and I wasn't feeling good. So I'm thinking it was sound stuff or allergies. I'm taking Claritin D and Advil sound, everything, trying to get better and wouldn't get better. And Tisa, again, why don't you go to the online doctor and everything? So I went to the online doctor, paid my $12 and everything. I was glad that, I said, cause urgent care would have been like $100, $150, and then all this stuff, and you had to wait and look at everybody. Anyway, I went online to the doctor, and she told me, she said, bring your eye a little closer to the computer. I got up and looked closer. She said, She said, you need to go to urgent care immediately. She said, that looked like a cornea ulcer. Ulcer? Cornea? That sounds serious. And I'm at the computer, open up another browser, I Google cornea ulcer. And they like, that's severe, it could lead to blindness. And I'm like, I'm thinking about this all, but still, I'm like, but I ain't going to urgent care. I said, can I go to the doctor? Can I make an appointment, go to the doctor on Monday or something like that? She said, yeah, but immediately you need to go and see somebody. And so I went to the doctor, saw ophthalmologist, and they looked at it and they said, oh, there ain't no cornea ulcer. That was cornea ulcer. You be in more pain than that. That's just a cornea erosion or something like that. That's a cornea erosion. I'm like, well, it still hurt. I still don't feel good. Why people always have to tell you what you experience ain't nothing compared to what it could be. I don't care what it could be. I know what it is. I'm like, it hurt. I don't care. It hurt, fix it, So anyway, they gave me these drops and everything, and it's getting better and everything. But at least it wasn't allergies and it wasn't sounds and stuff like that. But then that still wasn't it. Back up to Friday, I got ahead of myself. Friday, Tisa getting ready to get in the shower. She's like, go to next door and see if there's any reports that the water pressure is low in the neighborhood. Go next door, look on. No, ain't nobody reporting nothing. Walk around, come downstairs, and just hear the sound of water just coming down the wall. I'm like, really? I don't know if that's what I said, but that's synonymous with what I said. And that was Good Sunday Morning synonym for what I said. I think I might have said really. I don't recall. But anyway, I was like, really? So Friday night, y'all know what happens Friday when people get out of work. They out with their family and friends. They probably out eating, celebrating, doing whatever they do. I got to try to find a plumber on Friday night.
Friday night.
So here it is. I called the plumber guy, and you could tell by his voice, by the slurredness in his speech. And maybe he has a speech impediment or something. I don't know. I wasn't trying to judge him or nothing. But I did know it was late Friday night, and plumbing is some hard work. So he might have didn't plan on working Friday night. But anyway, I got in touch with the guy. He came out. He said, well, the best I can do is come out and just turn the water off. So he came out, turned the water off and everything, and here we are. Tisa already got her shower, and I'm riding dirty. I'm like, so what's going on with this? So he come out, turn the water on and everything, and I said, okay, this is really amazing. So I found out that we got a membership at LA Fitness. So LA Fitness became one of my new best friends. I had to go to LA Fitness. Not necessarily to work out like we normally do, but just to take a shower. I'm like, really? This is what we doing, take a shower. So went to LA to take a shower, water problem, came out. came out and said, "Oh, we got this is a water main break. We got to replace our whole pipes and everything." I'm like, "How much that's gonna cost?" Like, "Oh, about 3,800 to 4,400." I'm like, "Really?" You know, y'all remember Larry? That was Larry word. Really? You know.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm like, man. So this is what's happening. I said, I guess I ain't having no birthday celebration this year. Then this is my birthday. You know, fixing plumbing and doing. Anyway, so this is what's going on, and I said, you know, God is using my own personal life to preach my sermon before I got a chance to preach it to y'all. It was so much so this sermon was prepared for last Sunday. God said, "No, I got to give you some more experience." You know, sometimes you got to feel it to believe it. You know, and you know it's amazing when you preach a sermon that you read, and when you preach a sermon that you heard other people talk about, or people come to you and tell. God said, "Nah, this time you got to feel this sermon." And Lord, I feel it. I feel it. You know, if y'all don't feel it, I feel it because the pocket is lighter. All these other emotions done been on a roller coaster and all this other stuff. But even through it all, it was a miracle.
Yes.
It was a miracle. Do you know that water damage could tear up your whole house?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Do you know that I could have been on the road and the car could say I could have been accident and the airbag didn't work and anything could have happened. My eye, if I wouldn't went online like Tisa said and talked to the doctor and found out what it was, I could have probably gone blind in one of my eyes. House could, you know, it was a miracle. I saw a problem initially, but it was a miracle. It was a miracle. And that's what God wants to. God wants us to let our conclusion prophesy over our condition, you know. And I started thinking about it. I said, ain't the first time I had a water problem in the house. Our whole upstairs, this whole basement got drowned before because of water problem. Ain't the first time my car don't had problem. I done been on 285 and broke down before. So, you know, it's like I started thinking about all these problems I had. This ain't the first time I had eye problem. I remember one time I used to get a star on my eye and I had to go ahead. So every problem that I had, I said, this ain't new. You don't have any problem before. Why you tripping? He said, you know who felt like I was telling you to preach about problems? I had to let you feel it. And I'm like, okay, this might be my last sermon on problems, you know. I know. I said I like being the joy pastor, you know. So I might, we might do it for a night, but joy comes in the morning. You know, I might have to do it, and I might have to exclude that A clause and forget about that. We might do it for a night and say joy comes in the morning. You talking about how y'all say how we just say certain things. I don't say God didn't give us a spirit of fear. You know, I might just start kirking the scripture too and just say joy comes in the morning. Forget about the other part. Because God, He will let you know that this is not new. We complain about the same problem over and over. Don't you know that problem by now? You should have been unnamed it. You should have been unnamed that problem. Oh, here you come, look at him. Look at that old trouble man. You know, there are people, and we do it for certain people. You know, he's saying, "What's up, trouble?" "What's up, trouble?" You know, and it's amazing how we speak stuff into existence. So we have to realize that it's our attitude. Our attitude is more important than money. More important than our circumstances, more important than our failures. Our attitude is one of the greatest attributes that we have. How many of you know that life is determined by 10% of what happened to us and 90% of how we respond to it? Just because something happened, you control your response. You can call me the N-word, you can call me anything you want to. I get to determine how I respond to whatever you say to me. I'm so glad that my condition was not my conclusion.
Thank you, Lord.
Amen.
I'm so glad my condition is not my conclusion. Don't you know that your condition is not your conclusion? It's good to know that in 24 hours, just because we had a problem in 3 minutes of it, it don't have to be your conclusion. Don't prematurely give a victory to your problem. Because the game is still going. As a matter of fact, the game is still going, but the outcome has already been decided. Can you imagine that you're playing a game that's over 2,000 years long? And the victory happened 2,000 years ago and you're still playing?